Hello and welcome back to Math Class with Mr. Kura. Today we're going to be talking about transversals and these different kind of angle relationships. All of the angle relationships we're going to be talking about today are angles that are equal or congruent to each other. So we're just going to show, or I'm going to show what these different things mean or how these angles relationships work. So corresponding angles. The first thing, let me kind of color the lines here so we can see. If we imagine these are parallel lines, and these transversals will work when we have two parallel lines that are intersected or crossed by another line. So we have two parallel lines, and then there have a line that intersects them both or crosses them both. So here's our parallel lines in orange, and then this blue color is the line that intersects them. So now, if we want to talk about corresponding angles, if we imagine this angle here in relationship to the orange line and this blue line, well, now if we look down below, which one would be the corresponding spot or the same location in this? So in this parallel line with the intersecting line and this parallel line down here. So if I look at this orange line, the corresponding location, it's this lower left-hand spot, right? So down here, this is the lower left-hand spot. So those are called corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are congruent, or that also means equal. So corresponding angles are congruent, and corresponding means they have the same location. So these two are the same. We can do another example with the same thing. So if I had this angle, let's just do this one. So in relationship to this orange line and blue line, now if I move down to this orange line and blue line, which is the corresponding spot? Well, this is the lower right. Well, this is the lower right. So those are equal to each other. These would be the same. And these would be the same as each other. All right, now alternate interior angles. So let's kind of do the same thing here. Let me get these colors done. So these orange lines are the parallel lines that we have. And then we have a line that intersects both of them. And so in this relationship, alternate interior angles. So interior, the way I think about it is the inside of these parallel lines. So the inside would be between here. Let's kind of this would be the interior, right? Out here, if we looked out here, that would be exterior. But this is interior, this blue part, the inside part. So the interior, alternate interior angles would be, so let's say we have this angle. The other interior angles are this one, and this one. This would be like angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. So alternate interior means the opposite side of this parallel line, and then the opposite down below, alternate. So down here. So this line, or this angle and this angle, are congruent or are equal to each other. So alternate interior angles are congruent, which also means equal. And so if those two are congruent, then that also means that these are also alternate interior angles, and these are congruent to each other. All right, and finally, alternate exterior angles. So same thing we talked about. Here's my orange parallel lines. And then here's the line that intersects them both. Whoa, not very straight, but all right, so the line that intersects them both there. Now remember, the exterior would be outside the top and the bottom of these lines. Like we drew up here, this green part is the exterior. So if we want to see alternate exterior, if I had this one, which angle is the alternate? So alternate would be down below, and here it's on the right side of the blue line, so alternate would be the left side of the blue line. So these are alternate exterior angles. With that being true, this would also mean that these are alternate exterior, and those are congruent to each other. So those are equal or congruent, those are equal or congruent to each other. So those are different types of transversals that we're going to learn about today. So corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, and alternate exterior angles. Thanks again for joining math class with Mr. Kerr, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.